Hello, and welcome back to Baba Is You with Brian. I have looked at or thought about a few of the different puzzles that we have seen before. This one is really interesting. I played around with it off camera, and it just occurred to me this is one of the first chances I have to say Kiki is Baba and Baba is Kiki. And it does not behave the way you might expect it to behave. Look at this. Not only, like, something I didn't realize, if I turn into Baba and wait for a moment, Baba is not you. And so I can undo, but then while I'm Baba, I can press a key and cause a rule to take effect and change things back. And so it's like you get a grace second before the game decides that you're dead, which is really weird. There's a lot that's really weird in here. In any case, if I were to say both Baba is you and Kiki is you and do the same thing, this kind of confirms a suspicion that I had before, which is that the game rules are processed in parallel. Now I'm going to stay alive either way. And now I take a step with every step that I move. Which is basically conflicts. Kiki is Baba and Baba is Kiki do not conflict with one another, and it's not just due to the simultaneity of doing this. Even if Baba is Kiki but Kiki is not Baba, it's still the case that I can push this rule in and it doesn't get X'd out, possibly because they share a Baba here, and so it couldn't like X out one half without Xing out the other half. Didn't actually think about that. I don't know if there's an easy way to kind of test that hypothesis. No, there is. I could do this. If I say Kiki is Baba over here. Yeah, so if it decided Baba is Kiki was more precedence, it could have X'd out Kiki is Baba, and it didn't. So I think basically what I learned is X is X takes precedence over X is Y, and X is Y will get crossed out. But X is Y and Y is X, neither one takes precedence, and so they're both simultaneously rules. And so on a turn when I am Kiki, Kiki is Baba will kick in, and I will transform into Baba. And on a turn when I am Baba, Baba is Kiki will kick in and transform me back into Kiki. And so the rules are just running in parallel, and one of the rules affects me on one turn, and one of the rules affects me on the next turn. And despite the fact that they're kind of quote-unquote in conflict, they're not in conflict. So in any case, what that means is now I can do both pieces of this, both pieces of this puzzle. Provided I time it right. I have to make sure that I try to walk across as the right character. Oh, I have a parity issue here, don't I? I mean, I could use Kiki. I mean, I guess I can do this. And then I have to step over here to do this. But then, how am I going to push the word flag over? I didn't realize this parity issue was going to be here. Can I change my parity by waiting? Yes, okay. Well, that solves it. And then, yeah, everything is fine over here. Okay, flags win. And, let me step over here. Okay. That's pretty crazy. It does give me a new understanding of certain rules and mechanics. And it's pretty much, I don't know, in line with my expectations of this game at this point. It will continue to surprise me in new and interesting ways. I had thought about that vaguely like a few episodes ago. I was thinking about also with the not modifier. Like there's a lot of contradictory rules you can put together at the same time, and I wonder how the game handles them. But now that I've kind of solidified my parallel processing mental model, I think I will be able to better future anticipate things. This one, I think I possibly see a way to do it now. Here is the basics of my idea. If rock is push and text is swap, I noticed that I can do this, and I can get you, that is Kiki, inside some text. And so, if there was a way for me to get inside text at the same time text is win, then I might be able to pull this off. And so the question is, how can I push a rock into some swappable text so that text gets inside of me And in order to do that, text would have to be swap, but then text would have to become win. And so I think I could do that if I had the rock in the same location where swap is now. So that is to say, if text is swap, swap is there, and then I want the word win below swap. I haven't actually tried this out, but it seems plausible that it would work to me. Except for I need to do that later, because I need push back over here, and then I need win there. And so now let's try to think about this. If I move down... Oh no, I'm going to push the rock, but I'm going to swap the text swap out of the way. But I'll also swap the text win into the way? Maybe? I'm not sure what's going to happen. Yes, it did work. Okay, so I pushed the rock down into the text win. The text win swapped with the rock. I ended up inside the text win, inside the newly formed rule text is win, and won. All right, that's what I intended to do, so I'm very happy about it. Now, despite the fact that number 5 would be the next numerically, we have seen most of number 8, and I'd mostly solved it already before, and the only thing that I was missing was the fact that I need to push both of the items on top of each other at the start. And it's a little bit crowded in here, so let me be careful as I do this. But if I push the skull onto the bat, then I think I could do what I did before, which is basically to make a little cross-shaped pattern that gets all these guys kind of stuck together. So if I say skull is push, and let's see. No, I need skull is group. Which means then I want this here, and then I can say bat is group, and then I can say group is push and group is open, and now both the skull and the bat are push and open, and they're on the same square. Previously I didn't have them on the same square, and as a result when I went here, one of them ended up here against the ceiling and I wasn't able to get to it, but this time they're on the same square, so I can use one to open the door and the other to open the other door, and flag is win. Alright. I was just out for a walk the other day and thinking about that puzzle and realized that that would work, because I had come very close in the previous episode. So, moving on, let's look at some new puzzles. There's lots. Number 5, Perilled Every Turn. Okay, we got multiple Babas. Baba is you. There are some tiles over here. I'm gonna move this guy right here. There's like a little tiled doorway. It's kind of weird. There's the word push. Flag on Kiki is win. So there's a flag and there's a Kiki. But how could I get flag on Kiki? Skull is defeat. I'm kind of not surprised. It usually is, and they're kind of placed around like landmines. I see, and there's the word Kiki over here. Over here. Which I could push around and... I could probably do some things with. Wall is stop. Is that it? Interesting. Flag on Kiki is win. And so, if I had to, could I say Kiki is push? Yes. If I could get Kiki out, I could push the word Kiki and the word push into the Baba is you is to say Kiki is push and push Kiki onto the flag. And then break the rule Kiki is push so that I could walk onto the flag as well. So, the main question seems to be, how do I get the word Kiki out? And it feels like I just did it by sacrificing one of my Babas, so what's the problem with that? There probably is still yet a problem that I have not seen. But I have not seen it, so let's just go ahead and say Kiki is push. Push Kiki. Oh, I see. I can't push Kiki to the left. Alright, so now I see the problem. I mean, I could push Kiki... No, I can't even push Kiki to the left because I get defeated before I get the leverage. Okay, so that's the new problem. And if I had extra Babas, I don't see a way to say Kiki is you. I might be able to say Kiki is you. Like, if I had an extra Baba, could I do it somehow? Don't think so. Okay, well this is not going to solve the puzzle, but something I have been wondering about is if I stack two Babas on top of each other. Is there a way to do this? This is not going to do it. I want to see if you can make a Baba move twice as far. One of them push the other, basically, from inside of itself. If Baba is push, but unfortunately that's pushing into a wall and it's going to end the game. And so I still don't think I can test out this hypothesis I've had from inside here. I can see their legs are out of sync, so I can see that there's two overlapping Babas there. Yeah, I don't think there's a way to do what I wanted to do. Alright, and... Yeah, how could I possibly get Kiki to the flag? Or maybe I don't get Kiki to the flag? I don't see a way to get flag to Kiki. Kiki is you is kind of the only thing I see, but wall is stop. Skull is defeat. I don't see any way that I could break up those rules. Is there a way for me to say... I don't think so. Like, say Baba is push, and then also, or like push the U down and left in the same turn. But I don't think there's a way to do that. To like have it say Kiki is you at the same time that Baba is push or something. And if I pull the is out, then I'm just stuck. So... And it seems like I need to sacrifice a Baba to get the word Kiki. Yep, this one, there's some trickeration going on here that I'm not seeing, so I think I'll have to think about that one offline, and we will return. Let's take a look ahead at number 9, the heist. Interesting. Baba is you, love is win. Okay, so there's my winning condition right down there. Flag on fire is push, text is push. Okay. There is no flag right now, right? Yeah. Text is float, wall is stop. Ice is telly. Okay, so we got a teleporter. Lava is stop and shut. Lava. Is there any lava here? Oh, the lava's right here, okay. So I need to, like, use a key, and something is open, okay. Fire and flag is defeat. I see, so the fire is defeating me before I can even get on there. Great. Okay, fire is fire, so we can't change fire. But I can push it out of the way. And so I guess let's push some fire out of the way to start. And I guess that allows me to teleport inside of here onto these little... I don't know what they are, like statue soldier kind of things. I can't think of a 4 or 5 letter word that might describe them pretty well. Or 6 letters, I guess defeat is 6 letters. We have blank is open. And so I guess the question becomes... Can I make fire be open and use fire to get the lava? Can I just push text out through the teleporter? It's been a while since we've used teleporters. It does not teleport text. Huh. Alright. I thought it does teleport. Oh, the text is floating. I bet you it only teleports non-floating things. Okay, if we work under that assumption, then how could I ever take advantage of this text? Because it seems to be trapped in this room. Let's try to test some more assumptions and hypotheses. Let's push the fire. Okay, the fire does teleport. And so it's possible for me to get a fire in here, which I could push onto the lava. Actually, I can't push it onto the lava because the lava is stop. Oh. Right, so I need something that's open in order to be able to push it in there. Okay. So you can push objects, but floating objects don't work on teleporters, it seems. So... yeah, and it seems like I need to make something is open. So the question is, how do I get some text in here? Or how do I get the is open out when the text is floating? Let's look again more carefully. Could I say Baba is text, or text is you, or something? I could say Baba is text, but that's not going to help. Text is you. I don't think I can do. I could say love is push, love is fire, love is flag, love on something is something. And something is flag. Right. Can I say flag is love? No. But I could say something is flag. Love is the only win condition right now, and it doesn't look like that's going to change. Could I say fire is you and push some fire in there and something, something, something? I don't think so. Try to break up some of these rules at the top. Right now I don't see a way to get the rules at the top kind of out, so let's assume that they are fixed rules that I cannot change. And we can come back and re-examine that assumption if I can't make progress. So fire and flag is defeat. And fire is fire, so I can't change the fire into other objects. I could say text on fire is flag, for example, to make a flag. So let's try that out for just a moment. And I don't know what word I want to sacrifice, but just for now, we'll sacrifice an is. Okay, so that creates a flag. And then I could say flag is push in order to push the flag around, except for I need the fire to be pushed first to get the flag. Oh, but fire and flag are both defeat, and so I can't push either one. Right. All right. Okay, so that didn't help me. Let's restart. And I still don't know if I work under the assumption that I'm never going to be able to break the walls, which seems like a reasonable assumption. Hold on, I just thought of something else. If I say fire is text, I can't because fire is fire. Is there anything else inside of here that I could say is text? Yes, I'm gonna have to say flag is text at some point, which would convert flags into the word flag, and I do that after somehow having managed to push a flag down into this area, and that's how I'm gonna get the text flag in here to say flag is open, and then I'm gonna push a second flag in here, and that is how I'm gonna be able to open the thing. And so the question just becomes, how do I get two flags that are not sitting on fire so that I can actually push them around? Maybe if I say text on fire is flag, while there's some text on the fire that's on the teleporter, the fire and the flag will be like out of sync in terms of the teleportation or something. I haven't quite completely reasoned this through, but I think there's some semblance of something going on there. Yeah, because that would create text on fire is flag. And so let's see. I guess the word on I could probably sacrifice, I think, maybe. So if I put the word on here... Oh, except I have to push on during the correct cycle. Not then. Like that. Okay. So then if I said text on fire is flag... Let's try this out. Apologies for the noise. Fire is flag won't be a rule, so this is fine. Okay, let's watch what happens. I did get a flag in there, but unfortunately the flag and the fire are together and teleporting, so I'm going to back up. And what if I do it here? They're still together. And... I think that's actually okay still. Yeah, that's okay still. Because now I can say flag is text, and the text will become floating, and so long as I do it at the right moment so that it floats inside the room below, like I just did, then I think we're in good shape. Well, kind of good shape. There's still problems. But now that allows me to get in here, find the right moments to wait and push the flag. Okay, so I managed to get flag is open. And so now my problem is I can no longer create a second flag because I have sacrificed the word on, which I need in order to create flags in the first place by saying text on fire is flag. So I should have sacrificed is or push or something else instead. Okay, I think I can make this work. Okay, so let's try this. Text on fire is flag. If I push this here, they end up together. But we decided that was fine. And now I need to say flag is text. And say it at the correct moment. Come on. That got the word flag down there, that's great. So now I can push the word flag around if I manage to avoid dying in a fire. Okay, so now flag is open. Great. Okay. So now I could say text on fire is flag again. But I'm gonna need flag is push. And I only have the one is now. But this time I could sacrifice the on, right? So I think what I can do now is... this won't matter at all. Yeah, that's fine. Let's push the on down so that I can push it back up as my last move. So I'm gonna say text on fire is flag again. But this time I'm gonna sacrifice the word on to create a flag. But they are together, so I want to wait one. They're still together. And so if I said flag is push, this still might work, I'm not sure. We can always back up if we have to. So if I say flag is push, can I get down there and push the flag, or will the fire defeat me? I can push the flag, but the fire defeats me. So, is there a way to get the flag and the fire out of sync when I create them? I don't think there is. So I still have a problem, I think. Okay, so if I do this, fire and flag are in the same location. So that's pushing it while the fire appears on top. If I push it when the fire appears on the bottom, they're in the same location, except for this time it's up rather than down. Right. What is the other thing I need to do? Is there another word I could sacrifice? Because I want to try to eliminate this fire as well by turning it into another flag. No, I can't get rid of this fire. I can only get rid of this fire by pushing. What if I said fire on text and got rid of the fire instead? That seems plausible, right? Fire on text is flag? No, because fire is fire, and so it wouldn't let me to do that, right? Let's verify that. But I'm pretty sure the entire rule would be X'd out because fire is fire, and therefore fire on text is flag would not be allowed. But let's verify it. And so I have to put this in first. Yeah, the whole rule is disallowed. Okay, that's what I thought. So... is there a reason that still has to be in the teleporter? Could I say text on fire is flag outside of the teleporter? Yes. But then the text and the flag... or sorry, then the fire and the flag would be in the same location, and once again I wouldn't be able to push them. So that's the reason I was using the teleporter in the first place. Alright, we're really close here. So I've managed to create a second flag and get it in the room, and now the problem is just that I can't push that flag. And the same problem happens if I try to push the fire, right? So I could say fire is push, but then the issue would be the flag is going to kill me. Right? Yeah, I pushed the fire and the flag killed me, just as it teleported away. And if I wait, then I'm just teleporting. Okay. Baba is push, love is push, Baba is flag, Baba is text, Baba is fire. Oh, we're so close. I would like to finish this one up. Okay, it just occurred to me that if I back up to before I made this, I sacrificed an is, but if I had two is's, I could say flag is push and fire is push at the same time. So... what if I don't sacrifice the is? But then what word am I going to sacrifice? If I sacrifice the on, then I can do this once. Could I do it again? I guess let's try sacrificing the on as our first sacrifice word and see how it goes. Okay, so we have text on fire as flag, and now what I want to check out is saying fire is push and flag is push at the same time. So let's get these words over yonder, like so. Okay, now they're both pushable, so I can get them pushed over here, and this is still no good, because if I were to push an openable flag into the lava there, then the flag would go away, and the lava would go away, and the fire, which is defeat, would still be there anyway. So I still need a way to separate these. So... although... now if I said flag is text, and fire was push, I could do that and leave that there, but I still need a way to get an actual flag that is separate from fire in here, And the issue is the flag and the fire always get combined together. And if I make one of them pushable and the other not, then I get defeated in the act of trying to push them. Unless I pushed it with a word. I think I got it. I should have pushed them with the word. With one of them being, yeah. Okay. And so in that case, the is would be okay to sacrifice, I believe. So let's go back to where we're sacrificing the is. Okay, which is right here. So now here's my idea. I go in here. I go in here once flag becomes pushable. So get me back out here. Let's make flag become pushable. Flag is push. And then come over here and use the word open. Time it right. There we go, to push the flag out of the way. Okay. I think now we're in good shape. I need to, oops, get back down here. Okay, so now I have is open. I have a flag, which can be pushed into the lava. Actually, it can't be pushed into the lava right now. That could be a problem. I'm gonna need flag is open and flag is push, but I can say text on fire is flag, and this time I can sacrifice on. And then still have flag is push. Yeah, I think I can do, okay, so I think this will work. So I'm gonna come over here. And so now I want to sacrifice text on fire and say is flag. Oops. All right, and so let's just do it this way. Okay, and so now if I do this, we have a flag, and now I want to say flag is text. While it's in the correct location. Oops, flag is text. That's fine. I should have put these fires somewhere else. They're a little too close and making it hard to push the words around. Okay, so the word flag is down there. Oh no, but it converted the other flag too. Oh, it converted the other flag too. I didn't think of that. Why did I fail to anticipate this? So I needed to do this first. And get the word flag in there. And then get the actual flag in there, I guess. I guess. Oh man. So frustrating. Okay, so back to when we first create the flag. Then I want to say flag is text. And actually create the word flag first. Alright, good. And then I want to have this, oops, text out here and available for pushing. Then I want to say text on fire is flag again, but this time using the on. Alright. Is this going to be right? I think so. So there's a flag. Now I come down here, and I push the flag off, except for in order to push the flag off, sorry, need to back up. I need to say flag is push. So flag is push, so that I'll be able to push the flag off with words, so that I don't die in a fire. Okay, so then I'm going to use the word flag to push the flag off. And then I'm not going to die in the fire. And now I have a pushable flag. And I have the text for flag is open. And now I'm finally going to win. Okay. Took me a few trial and errors to get here. Managed to push through it. And solve it in one go. But that is definitely going to be enough time for the episode, I'm sure. But we definitely need to peek ahead. Remind me. So we looked at this. Right. I remember that one. And let's peek ahead at a couple of them very quickly. So backstage. Baba is you. Wallace stops skulls, defeat fires fire. Kiki Kiki fires push. Something is fall, is move. I'm not very good at fall. Belt is shift, Kiki is push. There's Kiki out there. So at some point it's probably going to be Kiki is you. And the issue is getting flag as win, and we probably have to use falling and pushing and walking and different kind of things. Okay, I have enough of that in the screenshot that I can think about it a little bit offline, perhaps. And with number 10, join the crew. We've got groups. Baba's group, group is you. Wall and rock is stop. Flag is win. Rock. Bat is bat and defeat. Alright. Don't immediately see. I guess the obvious thing at the beginning of this one will be to say rock is group and group is you, and become the rocks, and then do something with the word bat. Can I just say bat is group and group is you, and oh, bats are defeat. So if I become the bat, I immediately get defeated. Got it. Okay, well, I have to think about this. Maybe I can somehow use Baba and a rock to push some non-me item all the way across, like Baba pushing 2 rocks, except for nothing is push. I have to think about it. All right, we can look forward to those puzzles. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more Baba is You. But for now, bye-bye.